Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to part 41 of Persona 5 Royal. And yeah, we're going to be preparing, quite frankly, for the TV station, but that, sadly, is going to be for the next part. However, we are doing something, though, and that is, we're going to be checking out if Maruki actually has a confidant rank. And yes, he does. Folks, we did it. We've managed to get to rank 5. And when we do, we're going to go on ahead and get that out of the way. And to make sure that, let's check the bond. Yep, he's at rank 4. This is the rank 5, folks. So, once we deal with him, we won't have to worry about him until the 20th of September. Thank God.
Now.
I mean, that's too much maintenance to worry about, but at the end of the day, I'm going to end up getting every single one of them, at least by Okamora's Palace. If not, okay, I wouldn't say by Okamora's Palace. At least by November, I can get a good majority of them. And after November, I'll probably get as much as I can. Time management is king. And I could not get EY because here's the thing. The times I could, somebody else showed up, or things just did not show up because of Royal. Because Royal tried its hardest, it's tried its best to keep me from actually maxing out EY. I'm going to end up doing so anyway. So, with that said, first option is going to be the first answer. And that right there is already guaranteed that, well, that's partly guaranteed that I'm going to go up to rank 5. But more importantly, when I'm done here, everything I'm getting for all the notes, that's going to guarantee me rank 6. But at the end of the day, folks, when it comes down to this confidant rank, you want to try to get him done and out of here. Because again, I can't stress enough, the closer you are to rank 9 by November, the better. So, with that said, there should be another group of choices coming up soon. I can't believe the autoplay is going a little bit slower than I expected, but for the most part, there it is. I think this is more of a psychiatrist test, and it would be the one cookie. And I know about the law of scarcity. Like, the one thing ends up being the best thing as opposed to having multiple things. Because in that law, I think it's more of quality over quantity. And also say that he's right. Even though, in the end, he kinda isn't. Because he's using this analogy to secretly hide his true agenda, which will be carried out by the end of the game. But I know there's going to be some people saying he means well. Ha ha! Ha ha! Yeah. That's what they said about Vane Solidor, and look what type of asshole he became. So, with that said, let's see, this must be the last answer, I suppose. And I think this might end up giving me another ability at the end of this, or at least some more SP. But, again, do not worry about him until the 20th. Let's see. Just saying, as long as it tastes good is the answer. So, with that said, we're done with rank 5, and we're guaranteed rank 6 later on in the year, like in September. So yeah, even though when this comes up as an actual part of the playthrough, it'll be way into next year. So there is that. Or probably near the end of the year, one of the two. Anyway.
For example.
I mean, take into consideration, he is more of a counselor than an actual psychiatrist. But even then, I think counselors have a patient-counselor agreement or an NDA or something like that. And when you actually see Maruki's palace, you realize how much he actually breaks NDA just to try to push his own selfish agenda. Oh, and by the way, the second answer is for that last group. So that is a good bit of notes we just got. Again, we'll have to wait until rank 5. No, we'll have to wait until September for rank 6 and onward, but still. Don't expect them to be that easy. Good news is, don't expect the Mementos mission either in this Confidant ranks, because there is no Mementos mission in this Confidant rank. I think that honor goes to Tai Takumi, Oya, Futaba, later on, Iwai, Chihaya, let's see, Hifune, let's see, the kid with the Get Smoke hat, and that is, oh, and Sojiro, yes, Sojiro as well. Those are the only Mementos missions, and basically, Mishima's whole entire Confidant rank is practically comprised of Mementos missions anyway, so you might as well count that too. Whew. That's just so much Mementos I'm going to be doing, and I didn't want to drag this game out that way, but I want to try to get rid of Mementos as quickly as humanly possible, or do as much as I can while trying to cover as much Mementos missions as humanly possible, because it's downright impossible not to actually leave it alone. Oh, and yeah, we do actually get one. Mindfulness, a chance to restore my SP when it's low. At the mercy of RNG, and by the way, in the 2 playthroughs that I've had of this game, mindfulness never worked for me for some reason. Sorry to jump subjects, but mindfulness for some reason never worked because it was RNG, and it was just infuriating. Just like Flow. Flow never worked for me except for a couple of times in this playthrough alone. That is what's sad. Welp, we finally made it home. And he's still talking about his problems. Well, just choose the first order, the first answer, and everything will be just fine. Because we've got pretty much enough notes in order for us to get rank 6 once it's restarted. So now that we're here, we're more than likely going to have to actually chill out for a little bit. But now, there's word about Makoto actually having problems with not just the students, but also having problems trying to find out the Phantom Thieves. So yeah, we have that. Oh, and by the way, even though we maxed out Caroline and Justine, these two dates only show up in New Game Plus. That's the reason why I have New Game Plus. So now, we can actually go out and hang out with Mishima right now because he has a confidant rank. But we could also go to the Velvet Room and talk to Justine right outside of the we talked to Justine right outside of the Velvet Room. And the wardens will ask you to find a place that you've already visited and ask you to take them there. It doesn't matter how you answer, because at the end of the day, the wardens will get you a prize for actually hanging out with them. And these hangouts only last for a certain amount of days. The last day to hang out with the twins is, I do believe, right before Christmas, if I'm not mistaken. I know for a fact it's right before Shido's Palace ends. So that's the last day. Because you kind of have no choice but to go after Shido. You'll be going into outings with the twins, and they'll have multiple outings. But it's not just them. Somebody else they have outings with too.
Very well.
And again, these outings are actually great because this is a way for you to actually get cards that normally you would have to get from DLC and have Yusuke a copy. These guys will give you cards. These guys will actually give you some prizes if you actually hang out with them. So bear that in mind. Well, for the time being, I might want to pause the recording right quick, because I just came back from work and I'm falling asleep. Oh, right, I had to visit Big Bang Burger in order for me to actually get the actual hangout date with the twins, because they were asking for a Big Bang Burger. But eventually they will be going to certain different areas in town.
You want to do it?
Eventually it'll end up leading going to your house. So there's that. So with that said, I'll be right back. Sorry about that. I had to give myself some sleep because I was falling asleep behind the commentary, and I can't do that. It's not that I'm bored. Bro, the holidays has kicked my ass. I'm just going to tell you this right now. So anyway, after actually going to Big Bang Burger and barely visiting there, it's on the list of places I have to visit. See, the thing is, when they want you, the twins by the way, want you to go on a date with them, you have to be already visited the place. I think one of the dates automatically is going to be the one where you're going to go to Protein Junkies. I think I will have to actually pay a visit to Protein Junkies just so that I can at least visit the gym with Ryuji if need be. Or I can just visit the gym so that way when these two ask me to go to the gym with them, I will be running and training with them. The thing is, there's certain places I have to visit. So, it doesn't matter how you answer.
You've got guts.
The twins will just indulge in their curiosity. This is like one of 2 times that the Velvet Room attendants actually ask you to take them somewhere. Difference is, this will actually take up some time. With Theodore and Elizabeth, I don't know if they'll change that in Reloaded, but I know for a fact in P3P, Theodore and Elizabeth will, in fact, take up no time at all going on these dates. However, you've got to actually do that as a part of a side quest, which will in turn, if you complete all the side quests, you'll end up having to face either Elizabeth or Theodore, depending on who it is you picked. So, with that said, don't expect me to actually play Persona 3 until I completely beaten it. Because I'm going to tell you, I'm only probably going to be able to do the dude because I'm going to do P3 Reloaded. That's going to probably be the up-to-date version of Persona 3. And if I can get it to work, I'll do it on Xbox One because it's coming on Xbox Game Pass. So on that note, get used to seeing that burger. Because, ladies and gentlemen, on rainy nights, you can actually do the Big Bang Challenge. And that right there will get you all of your social stats in a heartbeat. Aside from writing the Phantom Thieves logo on the chalkboard right when you beat Okamura's palace. Or actually, anytime actually. You could do that, but I do believe once you gain enough notoriety, then you'll be able to write on the chalkboard and you'll get guts. But this right here, this is the only thing, aside from reading books, that will completely jack up your social stats. And also doing mini games and side games on the side. Time management is a thing, so you got to get used to doing this. Now, when it comes down to Strikers doesn't really have a time management thing. It's more on the line of grinding and getting used to buying stuff at the shop. And that's it. This is where the time management comes into play, though. So, the reason why you're doing these dates, and I've already stated this earlier, probably people may not have watched this. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, YouTube is trying to cancel me, and by this time, hopefully I'm not. But, let's be blunt. If you do watch this, I do repeat some certain points. And those points actually are something that you might want to keep in mind. Because at the exact same time, these girls will give you cards. And in the next week or so, you'll have a way to get more cards in your stock. Because Yusuke will be a confidant rank. And let me assure you one thing. Yusuke being a confidant rank will definitely break this goddamn game. Let's be blunt. He actually can copy cards that you will get down the line. One of the cards he's going to be able to copy is going to be, if I'm not mistaken, oh right, the Dairahan and Mediarahan. Definitely want to copy those. And I think if you do an emergency fusion and you end up sending some persona to the electric chair and they turn into the card Salvation, get Yusuke to copy that card. Trust me. Getting cards from the twins and also getting cards for Yusuke to copy is going to be helpful, especially when you're trying to max out strength. And I think I've already brought up that point that you will need Yusuke in order to max up strength. So there you go. Nonetheless, poor Akira, he ate a burger 3 times as big as he was. Man, Hope he doesn't end up like that dude on Super Size Me where he ate nothing but McDonald's and got fat. Just for a documentary's sake. Does it matter what you answer again? But, in a way, they'll give you a card regardless of how you answer. And of course, never mind the fact that you do get DLC that'll give you, like, up to level 2 spells right off the bat. These two talking about hey person. So, they're talking about a minimum age requirement because the two look like kids. Well, to be fair, they have a point. They do look like kids, but their chances are they're not. So, Justine and Caroline are getting themselves a kids' meal at your expense. Poor Joker. Those twins are gonna pretty much clean him out. Well, they aren't gonna clean me out. I got 6 million yen, which in this game is a lot. God forbid if this was a Yakuza universe. 6 million yen will go by quickly. And then by Yakuza's 3, 4, 5, and 6, you're going to miss having a lot of money. Oh, wait, let me rephrase that. Yakuza's 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, you're going to miss having a lot of money like you did in Yakuza 0, 1, and 2. I'm just going to tell you this right now. Oh, wait. Also, like a Dragon Gaiden, you're going to miss having money there, too. So... Let's be blunt. Sega definitely at least encapsulated the inflation of Japan in the Yakuza games. Meanwhile here, you basically won't have any problems making a lot of money. Ooh, Maraagi. And Mabufu.
You better work just as hard next time. We know about all
I think it's
sorts of locations that would aid
I think it's Maraagi. Yeah, that's right.
I'm still taken aback by the truth.
Yeah, that's right.
World is absolutely full of these shop
We've
places.
got 2 spells now. And thankfully, actually Mabufu is the one you needed. Believe it or not, since I already had a persona that learned Mabufu, and I fused it and they inherited it, that made things easier. But when you don't have the persona level, the level to fuse the persona, just simply do a twins date and you'll get those 2 cards right off the bat. So at least you got that. However, there is trouble in paradise in the school. And yeah, we will have to prepare for the television studio trip. But the studio trip isn't until next part, I think. Or was it the part after? But there is going to be the start of the new arc happening because Makoto is getting more and more more and more suspicious as time goes on. And she's still snooping as usual. And I wasn't making a joke. She will be doing that for the next couple of days until we actually start the arc. Now, a new problem will arise. And that new problem, unfortunately...
What's this? A request to the student body. It says they're looking for information. I heard Principal Kobayakawa put it up. Please consult the student council president if you have any details.
So we can go to her for anything? Why the student council president, though? What does she have to do with Principal Kobayakawa?
I mean, Nijima-san is his favorite. Maybe that's why he asked her to do it.
It's all the students asking for help because now the mafia is coming after them and making them do things they don't want to do and blackmailing them into doing things they don't want to do for money. Which in turn is a problem for Makoto. Yeah, she's gonna have to figure that shit out. Now then, we got our own dilemma here. Question that's gonna show up on the exam, well, before we leave for summer. And that question is definitely about the king crab. Even though I can't even eat crabs, I mean, why would I even bother? But still, the king crab is different from any other crab because it's only got 6 legs. Whereas, actually no, 8 legs. Whereas any other crab has about 10 legs. I think this one's the only one in the family that has 8. Because all, like the sea crabs and any other crab, they all have 10. It's not that I can't even, it's not that I don't like crab, I'm allergic to seafood. And crab is delicious, but that'll more than likely put me in the hospital. So there's that. And now, people are talking about what happened with Madarame. So, with that said, at least people's raising our notoriety, meaning we can go further in mementos.
President, what is the meaning of that posting?
Principal Kobayakawa put that up without my...
We've already received some anonymous information. I heard some students are getting threatened. I'm so scared. Please do something.
What?
They have dirt on me and they're demanding money? I can't go to the police, what should I do? Isn't this talking about the crimes that have been rumored to be occurring in Shibuya?
So there are even victims at our school. What should we do?
This isn't the responsibility of the student council. This is frightening for us too. Principal Kobayakawa called you in yesterday, right? Did he tell you anything about this?
Well, no. He's out today, but I will ask him tomorrow. Please wait on this for the time being.
If you say so.
My apologies for the confusion. Don't worry. I'll do something about all of this.
It turns out Principal Wilson Fisk is having his own manhunt and has involved people in the school in order to do this. And by manhunt, I mean manhunt for the Phantom Thieves. Oh, right. We've got ourselves another request from Mishima. I do believe we're going to have to get some information about this guy that we're going to have to hunt down. And we'll deal with that later. But for right now, we don't have anything else better to do but to end this part. And I'll see you all in the next episode of Persona 5 Royal. As we continue, things are looking much more desperate for Makoto. This is RVman985. Peace out and take care.